everyone, my name is Megan Skinner and I am the Community Support Specialist at the WCA and I work on the volunteer team. And I'm here with one of our awesome volunteers, Stacy. And we're just here to talk a little bit more about volunteering, and Stacy's going to tell us a little bit about why she volunteers here. So Stacy, can you introduce yourself and tell us your role at the WCA?
Yeah, so I'm Stacy Ennis, and I have been teaching a once monthly class called Life Skills, which actually happens every week, but I've just been taking on one class a month with your Safe House. And so the classes I teach are on anywhere from resumes and cover letters to self-care. We make really cool skin scrubs and listen to music and eat donuts sometimes. But it's kind of, the class is kind of a mix of loving on people and also teaching real stuff. And so it's been a real joy to be a part of that.
Thank you. So why do you choose to spend your time once a month at the WCA?
So I went and did the whole orientation process like everybody does in order to volunteer here. And the class, so if you are interested in becoming a volunteer, you come and do a tour called If These Walls Could Talk, correct? And I have to say I was in tears within the first probably 5 minutes of this tour. And just personally knowing women and children who have been touched by domestic violence and seeing the good work that the WCA and organizations like it do, I mean, how could you not want to be involved in that? So I would say that there was a couple of things too. The WCA is a great financial steward. It's well known for using donor money wisely and having strong leadership that cares deeply about the people they serve. And they're really organized with the volunteer work, so it makes it easy to be a part of this organization. So that's been a really, really wonderful piece of volunteering here.
Yeah, we're so glad to have you with us. So what is one thing that you think you've learned from this experience of volunteering here?
You know, that's a great question. I think probably the thing that I've learned is that even if you have been exposed to what sexual assault, domestic violence, and the like looks like, or you've seen people who've experienced it, or you know somebody who's been touched by it, there are so many different ways that could look, right? And so I had this kind of mental construct of people that I knew, but then working with these amazing women, I got a different picture of the breadth of women who are impacted by domestic violence and sexual assault, and hearing their stories and looking at the unique struggles and also the unique opportunities that they each have. I think just like paradigm breaking has been the biggest thing for me as a volunteer.
Yeah, definitely. And we definitely try to break down those myths too, and I think it's great when we have volunteers like yourself who are out doing that in places that we can't.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's awesome.
Why do you think the WCA is important to our community?
Well, I mean, you guys provide a needed service. You provide not only emergency support through your hotlines, but also ongoing training, which I think the Life Skills has been really amazing for that, in that it's actual real training connected with organizations like Create Common Good and other organizations like that. You have the structure set, so it's not just dealing with the immediate crisis, but it's actually providing counseling, training, safe house, whatever women need along the way. And so I feel that that's such a vital need in our community, and it's a growing need as we grow as a city. And so you guys need money and people to grow it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We always say time, talent, or treasure. So, so one last question for you. So, what advice do you have for maybe people who are a little hesitant to volunteer or aren't really sure how to be more involved?
So that's a really interesting question, because I started volunteering with the WCA probably 8 years ago or so, but it was kind of a one-off. So I'd come in and help with a couple things, and then I would go back to my life. And then I ended up moving away for a little bit and came back, and I kept thinking about you guys. I want to go back and help. I want to volunteer there, and it was always kind of thing in the back of my mind. But I always felt like I didn't have time. I didn't know what I would do. I had all these things that were preventing me from finally just jumping in. And so one of the things that I discovered through the orientation process is that volunteering can look different and it can fit with your life. So whether it's a $25 monthly contribution or $2,500 monthly contribution or whatever it is, or if it's one morning a month, which is what I'm doing, which seems really small when you think about what other people are doing, but for me that's what I can do right now, right? Or it's maybe a couple times a year that you jump in and you help with Christmas stuff or you do something. There are different ways that volunteering or contributing can look, and you should do what you can do and also find alternative ways to give back. So one thing that we've done, because we're tired of getting junk at birthdays, is requesting that people buy off of the Amazon wish list for the WCA, which is an awesome list. And so with our birthday invitations, we say no gifts please, and if you feel compelled, donate. And people donate crayons or toys or a toaster, whatever it is. So just finding little lifestyle integration to support the organization. I think I just hadn't thought about any of that stuff before. So finding ways to work it into your life, even when it feels like you don't have space or money or whatever, there always is a way. Yeah.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much, Stacy. On behalf of the whole philanthropy team and myself and the WCA, we're just so grateful to have you as part of our WCA family.
Such a joy.
Yes. Thank you so much.